eggs. And the single biggest cultural shock for Americans coming to our supermarkets are the eggs. They don't live in the dairy aisle. They're not refrigerated in Britain. In America, the eggs are kept in the fridges. And American tourists here have commented before that it seems weird that the eggs are not in the fridge, that they're going to go bad. It's quite contrary, actually. So there's going to be a lot of details here that might seem boring to you. I found them interesting when I was researching this, because I knew the basic facts, but not the whole details. So the basic facts: in America, they wash the eggs, use chemicals, and they remove the brown coating. Our eggs are brown, generally. That coating, that membrane, protects the eggs from bacteria. So our eggs are protected from the bacteria. American eggs, because they've had the protection removed, have to be kept in the fridge. That's the major difference. By law in the United States, commercial eggs must be washed and refrigerated. By law in the United Kingdom, commercial eggs must not be washed and are stored at room temperature. The big thing was salmonella. This caused massive panics 40 or so years ago. The US focused on treating the salmonella externally. Factories power wash the eggs in hot, soapy water and spray them with disinfectant. But this scrubbing destroys the egg's protective layer, cuticle, and without that, the eggs have to be stored in fridges because the shell is now porous and bacteria can enter it. The UK tackled the salmonella problem differently. Our farmers vaccinate their chickens against salmonella so it doesn't get to the eggs. Leaving them unwashed keeps the natural cuticle intact, blocking bacteria naturally, allowing them to sit safely on regular room temperature shelves, just like they would with the hen. The law does not explicitly say chickens have to be vaccinated. Instead, the vaccination requirement comes from the supermarkets themselves. If your chickens are vaccinated, your eggs get what they call the line mark of quality. And the supermarkets insist they will only sell these types of eggs. So why didn't the Americans adopt the vaccination then? Even though the vaccine only cost a fraction of a cent per bird, when you're talking about hundreds of millions of birds across thousands of industrial-sized barns, it adds up to millions of dollars. So the industry lobbied the FDA. In 2010, the US suffered a massive salmonella outbreak. The backlash from the public was so severe that the major grocery stores, food outlets like Walmart and McDonald's said, unless the chickens are vaccinated, we're not taking your eggs. Exactly the same as our supermarkets did here, which means all that expensive equipment they bought to wash the eggs would go to waste. But no, they're going to wash the eggs as well.